Yo, what's up, bro? Let's play the game. Oh shit. All right. What we have here? Chess. Where did I come from? From here. Incoming group call.
Melville, eyes on 1K stream. Is this thing what I think it is?
Blow my fuse box. It sure looks that way. Best not touch it until I get there.
But what it is? What is
I
it?
think it's a somnodrome. It's a
Somnodrome.
sort of analytics tool for processing mental data that Melampus streamed up.
But all he ever did was sketch out the theory. As far as I'm aware, he never actually built one.
Looks like the founder gave it a go.
How does it? Can you explain it like I was born yesterday?
Well, what we know is that our deeper algorithms are hard to pass. Melampus stipulated that the computational power to interpret them in real time would always be beyond us. But in theory, the somnodrome would interpret that data and loop it directly to our senses.
People were hoping to find answers to the big questions by having a conversation with our own subconscious. If you ask me, it's solipsistic at best. It's pseudoscience regardless.
That may be. But if the founder figured it out, then that device could be an extremely important discovery.
We should try it.
I would advise against it. You may have survived all those data stream overloads, but interface with that thing and you're liable to get bricked. Not to mention risking the data we could get from it.
Fine, let's
Sounds
get the
like a
data.
plan. Melville, I'm shutting this thing down until you can get here. 1K, get on with exploring the rest of the lab.
Fine. Private message. To all of you on this expedition. I'm sure you have questions about the somnodrome, but I'm afraid I cannot answer them. It was a dream I had a long time ago when I was a different person, and it has long since faded. I did build a prototype of sorts, at least of one part of its systems, but none of it ever functioned the way I wanted to do. Whatever Athena may have done with my invention, the truth is that I'm simply not interested in the affairs of New Jerusalem anymore. I care as little for Byron's utopianism as I do for Herman's religious pessimism. I'm not sure I care about anything at all, really. In fact, I think not caring might be the only answer at the end of the day. Everything is transient, even the self. I've learned to let go. Please do not respond. I value my privacy. Oh no. From Thekla to Athena, wherever you have gone, I continue to have faith. You are our mother, a creator, the chosen of the progenitor. I am certain that this is a test, a trial like the ones you faced in the simulation. We will learn from your example and keep the faith. Anomaly is consistent. We need to start over. I went ahead and ran the next set of trials anyway. I know you said to wait, but the data we got from the last bat was just too amazing. Every step leads to the next, like a progression of musical notes. We're so close. No matter time.
The singularity sustained itself longer this time.
Did we get the data?
We did. I think we just obsoleted quantum physics.
Maybe. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to be able to replicate these results.
You know, I've been wondering. You told me that in the simulation, one thing that kept you motivated was looking for answers. Do you think that with the work we're doing, we'll ever run out of questions to ask?
I don't think so. Trying to understand the universe means asking the same question over and over. How? How do you make fire? How do earthquakes happen? How does gravity work? How do particles behave? You keep digging deeper, finding another set of mechanisms, another set of hows. Step by step, you demystify reality. But then, if you keep doing it long enough, one day, you run out. You've answered all the hows. You know how the universe works. So, now what?
Now you ask why? Isn't that the next step?
It's not quite that easy. The question of why cannot be answered. Even if it could, it would only be followed by another why. At some point, you have to accept that it all just exists. But there is another set of questions. What's next? You've stripped away the layers of mystery, you've laid bare the machinery. Now you have to start building, to add your own layers of meaning.
Okay.
Are you okay? You overloaded again.
I'm fine, bro.
Yes, I saw. It came through on your stream. Strange to hear her voice again. But that was her. The way I remember her. The real Athena. Not this imaginary founder. I was one of the first she woke up. There was just a handful of us in those days. A small family in the ruins of a dead civilization. It was hard. Harder than anyone can possibly imagine. We had nothing except what Alexandra Drennan and the Institute left us. Now that everyone lives in civilization, they don't understand how necessary it was for us to build that civilization. They can fantasize about living in balance, limiting growth, retreating behind our walls. They don't understand what it really means to live in the wilderness. How close we came to not making it. How many people we lost. Yema was just the first. But Athena understood. She believed in humanity. She believed in us. in the inherent value of consciousness. Her dreams were so much bigger. She wanted us to reclaim the Earth, to reach for the stars, to build and grow and learn.
Okay, so much text. Athena understood. She believed in humanity. She wanted to build and grow and learn. So why isn't she remembered that way?
The city was already changing before she left, turning inwards, forgetting the future. Once she was gone, other people shaped her memory, turned her into the symbol they needed. I understand all that, as depressing as it may be. What I don't understand is why she didn't tell me. If she came here to do all this, why didn't she bring me along?
Oh, you wanted to be taken along. She did what
She did.
should that do.
She must have. I just don't understand. But if all this is a test, maybe there's an answer waiting for us in the megastructure. Speaking of which, let's get back to exploring. Melville should have reconnected the next station by now.
Somnodrome prototype. Go solve the puzzle. Solve all the puzzles. Research. One of the Lupier first companions dreamed up at some nonodrome. Back in the day, it was supposed to help us visualize the black box that is our own internal algorithm, and so provide some kind of moral or spiritual insight. It never properly worked, of course. Apparently, the founder took an interest and experimented further with the technology, correcting some of the mistakes Melampus made. Still a lot of tosh if you ask me, but maybe she made it work. Lateral inhibition. Lateral inhibition. Lateral inhibition. The combobulator. The combabulator. The combabulator goes here. This is kinda loud. Oh, okay. Combabulator. combobulator. That I said, please. Combobulator. Take the combobulator here. And then do this. Something like this. Yeah. What? What? Crazy. Alright, buddy. Let me tell you something. You got a bright future, buddy. They are inventors. The F students are inventors. I am an inventor. You got a bright future, buddy. This is very hard, bro. It's the first puzzle? No, it's not. But it looks so easy. Have to make it work. How do I make it work? Work for me. You stupid freaking laser. Stupid fucking game. What the hell did I do? I have no idea what I did. I need to understand what I did. I solved it, but I didn't understand how. Alright, I don't need to understand this. If I solve this, then I solve this. Thread title says it all. We should redomesticate dogs. Our ancestors loved dogs so much they insisted they were amazing companions, full of life and love, man's best friend, and lives they lived with humans must have been infinitely better than in the wild. So why not bring them back? Did you know that the poet Lord Byron, who wrote a beautiful poem about his dog Boatswain, he said he had beauty without vanity, strength without insolence, courage without ferocity, and all the virtues of men without his vices. Is that our Byron named himself after? No, he named himself for Robert Byron, the travel writer. That's great, but what my idea? We should breed them back, except bugs. Yeah, bro. The ability to breathe does seem like an important feature in an animal. Isn't that the perfect demonstration of how perverse it is to manipulate nature like that? Yeah, that's why we can choose not to do it badly. It's not like bugs are the only possible outcome. We have choices. I would love to have a dog. We would go on walks together, and it would be excited, about every new smell, and we would play fetch. It sounds magical to me. No, buddy. Cats are better, buddy. Listen. Listen, every nyan. Explore all the question marks. All of the question marks. Speak to the guy.
1K, what's up?
What do you think about this Dromodrome?
I'd never heard of it before, but it sounds fascinating. I mean, imagine exploring a place inside yourself that you didn't even know existed. Might really give you a new perspective. Or it might be really stupid, but it's probably cool.
Very cool. Do you think the founder was right that we have to add our own meaning to the world?
I don't know. Sometimes I'd like to believe that everything happens for a reason. That there's some external force that gives us purpose and meaning. But then I think about all the horrible things that happen to people, and I can't accept that those things were meant to happen. That they couldn't have been avoided. So in that sense, I agree. We should find our own meaning. But to be completely honest, I find it hard to just impose meaning on the world. I'm not as driven as someone like Byron. I feel more moved by Miranda's recordings than by my own ideas.
Perhaps adding meaning to the world is something we do together. Perhaps you need to think about what your own passions are.
It's not that I don't have passions, 1K. I do, but they're not enough. At the end of the day, it's all just me.
There are some people in New Jerusalem who want me to participate in their political maneuvering.
I don't get involved with that. I think we should discuss everything openly and then vote, not play games behind each other's backs. I don't
They're
know.
still here?
It all looks pretty abandoned to me. But maybe it is all a test.
It is, bro.
One of the most foolish illusions that commonly persist is that nature is a victim and humanity is a perpetrator. This can only be the opinion of someone who has not witnessed nature at first hand, who has not seen its immense and awe-inspiring baseness. Nature is mindless chaos and eternal conflict. A system of predation and consumption whose perfect cruelty can only induce a terrified and unwilling admiration. Nature is our most powerful and least honorable enemy. A beast that consumed every last one of our ancestors and will consume us just as quickly if we are not successful now struggle with it.
Okay. What did this guy say? One of the most foolish illusions that commonly persist is that nature is a victim and humanity is a perpetrator. This can only be the opinion of someone who has not witnessed nature at first hand, who has not seen its immense and awe-inspiring baseness. Nature is mindless chaos and eternal conflict, a system of predation and consumption whose perfect cruelty can only induce a terrified and unwilling admiration. Nature is our most powerful and least honorable enemy. A beast that consumed every last one of our ancestors and will consume us just as quickly if we are not successful in our struggle with it. Nature will consume everything. Let's go. Find my sprite and follow it until it leads you back to me. Number one, please. Puzzle number one. Melville.
I've been wondering, what made our ancestors settle in these god-forsaken places? It can't have been easy with those frail, squishy bodies of theirs.
That's
What
right.
makes a caveman go, yes, this frozen hellscape is where I want to live out my days?
Yeah,
You think
they're
Byron
crazy.
was right? Is it in our nature to be wanderers?
Hell yeah. We like to overcome challenges.
We do, don't we? A species of problem solvers, like Drennan said. That must be why I sometimes find myself imagining building new cities.
Yeah, build new cities. That's awesome. I wanted to ask you about something else.
All right.
Alright, in my vision, Athena mentioned a singularity.
Yes. She could be talking about a gravitational singularity. Like the point within a black hole where density becomes infinite and space-time breaks down. But the term has other applications too.
Gravitational singularity, like the point within a black hole where the density becomes infinite and space-time breaks down. Advanced experiments.
You're right. It is fascinating. You know, our ancestors went to incredible lengths to try and understand reality. They built super colliders and sent telescopes into space to find traces of the Big Bang. I guess the founder was walking in their footsteps.
Yeah, Big Hadron Collider, something like that. Puzzle number one, absorption. I see. I see. Let's go.
There's so much history here that we can't see. The founder must have walked these paths hundreds of times, maybe thousands. Miranda must have stood right where we're standing. This all looks alien to us, but it must have been familiar to them.
If this was their home, where are they now?
They must be inside the megastructure,
Definitely in the megastructure.
waiting for us to pass the test. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Or they are fried. They are fried. Their circuitry is fried, bro. Their motherboard is turned off. RGB converter. And well, let's first make this one, then what we do is grab this accumulator, and then we do the blue. To get the blue we need red and green. We do this, like this. Put this here. What is this? Now, to get the blue, we gotta get the red and green. And this and this. Yeah, elegant solution. Number 4, number 3. Who is this? Speak to
Everything
me, bro.
okay?
Do you think finding a functional somnamodrome would be interesting?
Sure. I think there's plenty inside each of us to explore, and it might give us a new perspective. Will it really answer all the big questions? I don't know, but it might help.
Somnamodrome. Somnamodrome. Okay.
Not bad, 1K.
Number 4, please. Byron,
Hey, 1K.
do you think the answers we seek exist within ourselves?
Look. Self-reflection is important, but only thinking about yourself, your inner identity, becomes narcissistic. You exist, whether you like it or not, in a dialectical relationship with the world. Identity has no meaning without society, and society has no meaning without the individual. It's in that tension that we really come into being.
Identity has no meaning without society, and society has no meaning without the individual. Great. Great, bro. That's great. Wellspring. Offspring, wellspring. Oh my god, it's the windows. Friggin' windows, bro. I hate the windows. The windows, man. They're everywhere. Let me tell you something, you got a bright future, buddy. Buddy, listen to me, buddy. Great. That's just amazing, man. You got a bright future, buddy. Was ist das? What's cracking? Shakalacking. Okay, that was kind of easy. Well done, one kill.
Melville,
What is it now?
why did you upload a picture of your hand?
Why do you care that my hand is in the picture?
Your hand isn't in the picture, it is the picture.
I like it. It's very artistic.
Let's stay professional, everyone. It's not right to make fun of Melville's comically absurd inability to take decent pictures. She's a hyper-advanced humanoid machine, not a photographer.
You'll pay for this, Byron.
Why did you take a picture, bro, of your hand, man? Why did you do it? Upload it for personal reference. She's got a clone, bro. Definitely, bro. Number 5. Balance of forces. Balance of forcing. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Forcing, bro. What the? You got a bright future, buddy. Interesting. Very interesting. Let me tell you something, buddy. You got a bright future, buddy. My farming obsession. So I've been playing a ton of this old Gehenna game called HQ Farmer. The title says it all. It's sort of a simple farming simulator. Maybe not the most sophisticated game, but I'm getting really obsessed with it. I am having some sort of emotional response to it that I can't exactly explain. Like, it makes me happy but also sad. But does anyone have any idea why this is happening to me? The game appeals to you because of the human need to commune with nature, to live a lifestyle that's not about dominating the world but of coexisting with it. You said because we can't return to being who we used to be thousands of years ago, but happy because it reminds you that at least something similar is still possible for us. Maybe it's because the people of Gehenna, despite their imprisonment, had an innocent view of the world that's permanently lost to us. I think it's actually the opposite what always is saying. These games are enjoyable because they take us back to the time where we still had agency, when we could build things, grow things, when we could impose our will on the world instead of being completely powerless and inactive. What you crave is the ability to contribute to humanity in real material ways, and you're sad because just simulating is not enough. You don't want to farm, you want to be a pioneer as we humans were born to be. It's just a game, don't overthink it. I agree with Pellegrino's right, bro. Just a game.
Is it possible that on some level, people want to believe that everything's going to get worse? That it's comforting to think that humanity is bad and every solution will just go wrong? Because that way, you're never responsible. You never have to take on responsibility for anything outside yourself. Never have to grow up.
Everything's gonna get worse. That's a bad way of thinking. Reconnaissance. Green, what's your problem? Accumulator. Let me think about this, bro. Are you serious right now? This does not belong here. This belongs here. That's right. RGB converter. The F students are inventors. They don't think like us. They are bored in a classroom. They invent things. I'm telling you. Grab that green thing and go out. Yes. Wait a minute. We got blue. Let me tell you something, you got a bright future, buddy. That easy, bro. It's that easy. No need to overthink. Just do it. What is this soundtrack? I missed something, I think. Go to the number 7. Seven. rainbow. Green, blue, red. RGB, RGB, BG. A rainbow, you say to me? Oh no, what is this? This is gonna be hard. Dude, that's gonna be hard as hell. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, this is very fun.
I am so glad I'm not in charge of solving these.
Why not? This is so easy, bro. So easy. Number 8, come here. Remember me. Remember the giants. You gotta remember. Remember. What is this? What's over here? Oh, what the hell? Remember? What do I have to remember? Bro, wait a second. No, what the flip? What the flip, man? Oh shit. should I do? I know. I did it. Remember. Remember, yeah, I'm remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering. Fuck, man. I think it's pretty hard. It's very fucking hard, bro. Remember. What do I have to remember, though? What do I have to remember? What? Hard puzzle. Such a hard puzzle, bro. Why do I do this? Why? Bro, come on. Get over there. Fuck. I'm so freaking stupid, man. What the fuck? I thought I was smart. Remember. How? Wait a second. Wait a minute. Remember about this freaking shit, man. Now I can freaking take this shit. Now I can freaking get this shit over there and open this shit and get this shit back. Oh crap, that was insane. Very satisfying shit. Hell yes. Yes, dude. That was freaking awesome, bro. Let's go, bro. Freaking amazing. So I did all the puzzles. Time for Athena. Time for the Athena. I mean Sphinx. Stinks. Sphinx stinks. Oh brother, this guy stinks. Two more and we can do the golden gate puzzles. Do more golden gate puzzles. Amazing. Go to the Sphinx.
Sometimes it seems the only choices we have are renouncing civilization or mindless expansion. But that's not the only path forward. Embracing deliberate control over nature doesn't have to mean destruction. We are a species of artists and artisans, blessed with the ability to transform the raw material of the cosmos into new and better shapes. Shapes that have meaning. With our technology, we can take this chaotic world, so full of suffering, and turn it into a work of art.
Let me read that again. Transforming the world.
Sometimes it seems the only choices we have are renouncing civilization or mindless expansion. But that's not the only path forward. Embracing deliberate control over nature doesn't have to mean destruction. We are a species of artists and artisans, blessed with the ability to transform the raw material of the cosmos into new and better shapes. Shapes that have meaning. With our technology, we can take this chaotic world, so full of suffering, and turn it into a work of art.
Yeah, very good. No, dude. Ah, man. What is this, some kind of God of War puzzle, bro? What is this, puzzle for ants? Or what? Some kind of God of War puzzle, bro. No. Yes. Yes, dude.
Halt, creature of clay.
Okay.
You have taken another step towards the flame. Before you continue, ask yourself, have the gifts of Prometheus ever truly benefited your people? Or have they brought nothing but strife?
We would no longer exist
Without
without the gift.
Prometheus, your ancestors would never have fallen. And you would have all the natural gifts that your people have now lost.
What? Without Prometheus, your ancestor would never have fallen, and you would have all the natural gifts that your people have now lost. Disasters always happen. Without the gifts of Prometheus, we would be defenseless. We cannot change the past. We are what we
You
are.
cannot return to what you were, but you can still change your future. Be humble where you once were proud, and avoid the mistakes that led you here.
I've been thinking, there's 3 towers per cardinal direction and 3 entities. You'd think it would be symmetrically arranged, 1 tower per entity, right? But we haven't seen Prometheus at all.
We're built to find patterns. Maybe we're trying to find patterns where there aren't any.
One tower per entity. We haven't seen Prometheus at all. That's right. I think I need to stop the game. Stop the game.